Looking good, man, but I thought I asked for him in black.
That was 30 hours of print time.
You can make him again, can't you?
I think it's time for you to leave now.
Okay, before I finish up boxing my last little section of frame here, I don't think I ever went over my body mount situation. So this is what the frame, in a lot of these older frames, it's just a seat, and then your body, your bed, and everything bolts through here. But when you box it, you don't have that access anymore. I've seen it where people will weld nuts on the bottom. That'll work, but what happens if you need to heat that up or you want to get that apart someday? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Might be a real pain in the ass. So unfortunately on this frame, everywhere, either the bed or body mounted, it's pretty thin. So I don't really trust it. So my goal here is to strengthen that up and then still get access to the nut if I ever need it in the future. So what I did on these, I don't know if you could see it, I welded a piece of 1/4 inch on the bottom, underneath the frame, welded it all the way around, and then I got some 2x2 square tubing. See, I gotta clean this one up, but I welded the tubing in first, welded the back side all the way around. Can't see it, but it's welded in the back. And then I transferred the existing body hole through this rusty shit right here. So it still has the original hole, but now I'm bolting in the 1/4 inch metal. And then I left this little door right here so I can get the nut in. And then again, I took some more of my 2x2 tubing and I cut about 1/8 of an inch to put on top and weld it. See, I got a lot of cleanup. And I got these guys, energy suspension. Bam. So you could slide that right in. I gotta make the hole a little bigger, but I can outsmart that. That one's a little cleaner. I ground that one up, painted it. So now I have access for future, because I live in Michigan, man. You put a nut on, and then 5 minutes later it's rusted to shit. So someday if we ever got to get that apart, I still have access. Well, something I like to call recreational engineering. And then the next thing I want to do, I'm going to get the mad scientist to fire up his 3D printer for me and make some doors. I'm going to tap these, maybe 1/4-20, we're going to put a plug in there. Okay, now listen. I need you to 3D print me something for here, okay? I'm going to explain it really simple.
Okay.
So that myself and all our viewers can understand. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Make me an insert. We want something on the inside, 2x2.
Inches?
Tractor Bob. Yeah, inches. Yeah, inches. This isn't metric, okay? We didn't put a man on the moon using the metric system, okay? 2x2. What do you think? How's the printer going?
Pretty good.
Almost done.
I've been using it a while. Oh! What do you have, box? Now we gotta go see if it fits.
Oh, it fits. Cool, now we just make, now that we know that fits, we'll make the one that goes up the flat part. Cool?
Mm-hmm.
Back to the computer. All right, let's see. Prototype number 2. Oh, does it fit good?
Oh, yeah.
See that, baby? Oh man, that's snug. And it's right here, right at the edge of the top of the frame. Makes me happy.
Now he's testing on other ones. He tested on a non-curved one right here.
Okay, good. Nice. Well, let's do a third round. We ended up, we were trying to radius the outside edges, and we ended up
for some
softening
reason,
everything. Yeah.
It worked vertically too, even though it
So
didn't show vertically.
We're gonna go back and fix that and try it again. Round 3. I'll keep grinding. You go do fun stuff. Okay. Having fun today. Just got done with my big boy wheel. Hit all my welds. Filled in all my holes. Did like a rough grind. And now I'm gonna polish it up with my flap wheel. That's my favorite. So I'm gonna do that. Here we go. Make it look pretty. Okay, this side's done. Clean up my running board brackets. I had to get that nasty little bastard out. I hate that muff, but it's the only thing I could get in. Clean up all that rust and scale. Alright. Now I'm gonna do that side. Go check on the kid, see how he's doing. Maybe he's having more fun than I am. This sucks.
Round 3. Confirm. Three hours and 5 minutes?
3 hours cycle time?
3 hours and 5 minutes, yeah.
Let me see. Flip it around. Oh, that looks nice. You got the settings dialed in. Here, where's the other one? Yeah, see, that looks crap. That's a lot nicer. And then the corners. And I'll be able to put a washer and a bolt on there, and it's nice, man. Alright, I need like
5 more.
5 more, at least 5 more. Maybe.
Already started printing. Probably get another one. Like 2 more started today, probably.
Okay, cool. Put it into production. I like it.
Mass producing these things.
Yeah, cool. We'll go check it out and see if it fits.
Yeah. We've got take 3 here. Better
Nice.
rounded edges, and it's same vertical line.
It's looking cleaner for sure.
Yeah. We've got one already almost done on the printer.
Alright, check that out, man. I mean, you should be proud of that. Like, this didn't exist the other day, and now it does. Right? So
Yeah.
you went out to the floor. You had to deal with some ornery old man who was mad at the world. And you took the problem. You found a solution. You designed it. You engineered it. You tested it. Got a couple revisions. You learned from what failed and what worked. And you made it. That's real life. Can't teach it. Can't teach it in school. You probably learned a few 4-letter words on the way. And the only other thing I could really kind of tell you is, in the real world, there's some guy in the front office that's going to take credit for that, take it up the chain to corporate, tell him it's his idea. Probably a guy named Bryce or something.
Or Kyle.
Oh, Kyle. I was thinking Bryce, but yeah, Kyle's a good one.
Kyle works.
God damn it, Kyle. Sick of
Actually,
Kyle.
it doesn't work.
I'm just kidding, Bryce. I wanted to see if you were watching, and if your name's Kyle, we probably just blew your mind. Sorry, go ahead and comment, and we'll give you a personal apology.
Full break.
Just joking, Kyle. I'm sorry. Get a nickname if you don't like it. Alright, you go knock them out, put them into full production. I need probably 10 of them, and I'll keep doing what I do.
Oh, my nuts.
Okay, I ground so much my hair fell off. So he's in full production on my little plastic doors, and I'm getting real bored of grinding, so the ADHD won, and I gotta switch gears. I'm going to finish up my exhaust cutouts. I have one right here. Not even really sure where the exhaust is gonna come out yet. The back would be nice, but I put a triangulated 4-link in there and some coilovers, so the real estate's getting kind of tight the running exhaust all the way out the back. But I do know for sure they're gonna come up through here through the transmission mount, and then I'm gonna make some more arches in the back. I don't know if we're gonna kick them out for the rear wheel. I really don't know. I'm just gonna do it all now so that it's there. For this type of stuff, I find these, they're 6-inch pieces. I get them off eBay. They're a 4-inch pipe. I've used them for my Mustang 2 rack, and then also I had to chop up my cross member because that did not fit either. So I've been using these little guys. It's cheaper than buying a whole stick. Get them off eBay. And I don't even remember putting those in. I remember when I did it, it was, shit, I didn't work on this truck for a year. I was really mad. Didn't think I ever would. And then for a while, that's all I wanted to do. Ethan's the one that wanted to start making videos again. But I don't remember doing this. Yeah, so I laid it out again just to kind of refresh my memory. The front one's already there. I pulled from the center and they're perfect. That's 8 inches, and those are split right in the middle. So that makes my OCD so happy. And I don't even remember doing it. I must have laid that out first, knowing that would piss me off if that's not in the center. Anyway, and then that one was more challenging because of the angles. Yeah, so old me actually knew what the fuck I was doing so that future me wouldn't get upset. That's something else I bought. I got these guys from, I think, Paul Horton's up in Canada. They do a lot of welder series stuff. That's where I got these bends. It's just relatively cheap, cool stuff you do by yourself, make you feel good. Alright, these are stainless steel. I can weld these right to my pipe. And then these rubbers are a high temp silicone or something. So I am also going to place those right here. This one's going to be kind of funny. I bought some of these little insert weld-in threads, so you got more than that wall to deal with. So I'm going to place these in there. The rear is going to be a little easier because it's flat. I'll be able to sink them in there. That's what I'm going to do now. Everything's grinding. I'm finishing everything up. Working my way out the back. Okay, let's see how many breakers I trip with this baby. I haven't run this in my shop yet. Alright, that worked. I just kind of got to go slow because my air capacity is on the little weak side. I didn't really want to bring that here. I run out of 2 shops. This is my home location, so I do all the junk crap work here, and then I take it up to my dad's. That's where our big shop is. But like, I need some more shit in here. I really didn't want to bring this. Thought I could do it without it, but that'll come in handy with my last little arches. So now that I know that works, I'm gonna game on and send it. Cut the rest. But the solution to my space problem is in the works. Got a pole barn coming. It's not gonna happen this fall, but I gotta clear a lot of land. And that big ass tree's gotta come down. Well, hopefully next spring we'll be dropping that in. Because right now that little guy, that's what I got to work in. It used to be an old restaurant, kind of small. That's all I got. Soon it's gonna get spacious. There. Oh boy, more grinding. There we go. Round 1. Got a couple little spots I could get the welder out again. There's the other side. Got a couple little penetration problems. That side's not too bad. Comment below if you also have penetration problems. Don't worry, this is a safe space. No one will pick on you. It's a little unnecessary, but I don't want the exhaust to hang down too low. I don't like the exhaust I got in my 57. It hangs down too low. It's mostly because of the headers. I don't know what's on there. Whatever small block 350 headers I could find. They drag down low. I could see them from the car. Kind of looks ugly. And then they're always catching on my driveway when I try to get up. So that's the main reason for this. I want to tuck these up as high as I can. Got a lot done today. I've been out here since about 6 a.m. So I cleaned up all of my body mounts. I put my cage tie-ins. Here is the front one. This is the front of the cab. I got my exhaust hangers over my cutouts. there. These ones I had to have a little support for them just because of the angle. There's the rest of my body mounts. And then there is the rear exhaust cutouts. And then the back of the cab actually gets wider on the way out. So this is the body mount, but the actual cab sticks out about 8 inches past the center holes there. So I put the cage tie in on the outside of the frame. So if I put it in here, it'd be the hoop wouldn't be very big, it'd be pretty narrow. So I got the back ones a little bit wider. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna end it today. I gotta go to the store, I gotta get the right tap and a bunch of bolts. I'm gonna come out here and drill and tap all my body mounts and get the covers put in that the boy made me, and we can install those here in a second. So hang in there, I'm gonna run to the store.
I got him, Dad.
You got them?
Every single one.
How many? 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep.
I needed 10. Sweet. 10. And what was the run time? 3 hours?
Oh yeah, 3 hours each.
Jeez. So yeah, it's a couple days later. All right, let's I got the holes tapped. I come out here this morning, tapped everything. So let's throw them in. Finish this one up. Rotisserie is sweet, man. It saved my butt. Be careful, I oiled it and it spins really easy. That's good. They don't need to be real tight. I don't know how strong that 3D printed stuff is. We're gonna find out though. We're gonna run exhaust pipe right there. Should be okay with the heat. Last one. Looks good, man, but I thought I asked for them in black.
That was 30 hours of print time. I think it's time for you to leave.
Okay, I hope you guys like that one. I think we're done for today. I have the next video, so make sure you subscribe. The next video, I'm gonna fill in these. I have to mount my sway bar. I have to pull this out because it's in the way of my gas tank. Here's our gas tank frame. I need to bring it up. This is kind of in the way. We threw that in for mock-up. So I'm gonna work on that, and we're kind of gonna do the same thing. E here, I need to mount some AN lines on this frame. So that's his project. He's gonna work on a mounting solution for this hot rod fuel hose here. So I need 2 sets. I have to run the fuel and return, and then I need another 2 for the transmission. So you're on it, right?
Yeah.
I have a couple more exhaust hangers coming for the back, and I have e-brake cables coming. I want to mock those up on here, and that should be the last of it. And then we're going to get this off the paint.
Make sure you subscribe, tickle that bell, and I'll see you later, citizens.
See ya!